Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what's up, P&W? What's up, brother? You hear me all right? Before everybody gets in here, you hear me okay? Mic's hooked up. Everything sound good? Can you hear me all right? Nice and clear? Perfect, perfect. No echo, no, you can't hear the music over me or something. Can you even hear the music? You can hear the music, yes or no? I'm counting on you, bro. Okay, you can hear the music. Okay. I'll turn it down a little bit. Is this super clear? Yo, what's up, Isaac? Yo, yo, yo. What's up, y'all? What's up, what's up, what's up? We got the fucking chilada cracked open. It's the Fuego version. Hot. Not a big fan of that, but whatever. I didn't like the lime one. So tonight is a special night. I'm really gassed today, man. Really super fired up. We just released me, May Vizzle, Nigel of Nigel's Death Metal Crip. A couple of the guys, we're all getting in on this 24/7 streaming program, basically, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super thrilled about it. We got Nigel up in here. What's up, Nigel? What's up, Mike? So yeah, we're getting started on that project. We got a launch date finally. It's April 2nd. I'm hoping people are as receptive as I think they will be. It's going to be a really fun time, and I'm really looking forward to working on that project with these cats. So definitely April 2nd, tune into that shit, because it's going to be pretty cool. There's going to be a lot of stuff on there. I had a list. Nigel's Death Metal Crip, straight up. That fool going to be on there. Hell yeah. Me, you got Dirt Riffs, of course, the dirtiest. Let's see. We got, of course, the Mavizzle himself, my boy Mavis. It's going to be a lot of cool stuff. We're going to be showing a lot of cool things on there. So everybody stay tuned on that. April 2nd is the launch day, and I'm stoked. Big hype, straight up, Nigel. Hell yeah. So, all right, let's just get right into it. So, of course, tonight is my moment to kind of, I guess not fanboy out, but straight up, Barbaric Brutality. That shit's fire every time, and I love doing this. I love doing, a Barbaric Brutality kind of showcase. It's nice to get the new music out there and show support to your homies. Always show your homies support, because if you're not a good homie. Just saying, bro. You gotta show the homies support, and especially when they're doing shit as cool as they are, like Quartering and Mike with Barbaric Brutality. Match made in heaven right there. Killer stuff. But tonight, since it is a Barbaric Brutality kind of Friday, I got, of course, I'm playing this one all the time. I always play this. In fact, I even, you know what? Because I know there's a glare and shit in here, I'm trying to, I'll show you guys my tapes that I'm playing, but I'm going to do it, the way I need to do it the right way, I guess. Get the glare off. That's my bone, not a tape. Let's see, we got, of course, the almighty Snuffed on Sight. Fucking kill without consequence. And they mean it. No consequences. Let's see, we got, of course, Grotesque Mass. This shit's sick. We get a little extra slammy after that with the domestic terror, and then we follow it up with a heaping pile of fucking unfathomable defecation from Monumental Discharge. Killer stuff. Barbaric Brutality, always doing it up big, bro. Never disappointed. Never disappointed. So tonight our guests, we got what's up, Travis? We got Barbaric Brutality in the house. We got Isaac of Quartering, and let's see if we can get all these homies in here and get this night cracking. This night cracking. Send out them invites. Oh shit!
What up, G? How's it going?
Play it. What's up, Isaac?
What's up, my man? Ooh, where?
What's up, G?
Whoa.
I got.
Oh, there we
go. We got the thumbnail. I got a blurry video.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh shit! There we go. There we go.
Identity. We'll keep this cryptic, straight up.
What's good, guys?
Isaac.
What's good?
What's up, Logan? What's up, Isaac? How's it going, y'all?
You know, we just chilling. We just chilling. Pretty sure my I was talking to Isaac a little earlier today. Yo, KWC up in here too.
Oh shit! What's up, everyone? Oh yeah.
He loves everybody in the house.
Rainy, nice.
Fucking A, man.
Double hockey sticks. Yeah, that's what's up.
I was telling Isaac earlier. I was like, "Yo, I'm really hoping that fucking CD gets here today." Because I saw it shipped a while back, and I was joking around with my wife upstairs about it. I was like, man, are you sure the mail didn't come yet today? And she's all,
I don't think man, in the nick of time. Should have got it out earlier.
I was like, no, you're good. I just thought it was funny because I was all telling my wife, I was like, maybe he's taking a nap somewhere. Like, maybe the mailman just got tired and he stopped for a nap or something, you know? I'm gonna think it's that.
No doubt. The anticipation, like having the tracking number, seeing shit out for delivery, and you're just waiting. It makes you feel like a little kid again or some shit, you know, around like Christmas time. Yeah.
Every time. Yo, what's up, Noah? We got Bloodspawn in here too. Dang, the whole crew's here, bro.
That's the tip. It's jumping. Fuck yeah, good shit.
Hell yeah, man. Fucking just chilling, smoking some weed. Got that promo out there today for the May Vizzle channel.
Oh yeah, that's dope. So explain that a little bit. Is that just going to be one event, or is that like, are you guys trying to just compile like an archive of streams to go like 24-hour broadcast?
That's pretty much what we're doing.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's a really wild project. We actually got him in the house too. That's my boy. I love that guy. Basically what it's going to be is, so in all reality, you know, for like metalheads and shit, there's not really a whole lot of shit on TV anymore. We used to have Headbangers Ball way back in the day, but we don't have anything even remotely close to that nowadays.
Yeah.
So ever since I kind of started doing this kind of thing, I've looked at it as like, especially with your live streams, Mike, and like with Warf Lurch Wednesday, that used to be Mall Monday, like this is essentially like the metalheads TV. You know what I mean? I get home from work, you know, one of you guys is doing a live stream, I just fucking crack open a beer and just fucking watch it or listen, just chill out, you know what I mean? It's just like television that's catered to people who are into the kind of vein that we're in, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a modern like public access channel. I remember like having public access channels on like late night when I was in middle school, and they had like weird punk music videos, and that's like what got me. Like, oh shit, that's cool, you know? See, I actually an old ass AFI video. Like, like hella low budget, maybe having fishnets in a graveyard or something, you know, but it was cool.
Yeah, there was this fucking, I remember scrolling through the public channels in Boise one night, and there was one that was like that, and they had this two people, this with microphones, and like a tie-dye backdrop or something, and they're literally just like talking and standing there and like fucking around and shit, and like they had a phone number you could call. And of course, me being a curious pothead, faked as fuck watching this shit, like, is this for real? And I called the number on the screen, and I was straight up like on their little channel or whatever, like I just wanted to see if this was real. Like,
that's awesome. Hell yeah.
Oh, it was so weird, dude, but it was cool.
When you're like a young kid and shit, it's just like so funny. Now you realize it was just some dude running, like putting some punk videos up on a random like local TV channel. Where you're just like, oh man, you don't think of it that way. You're like, this is so cool. It's just fucking wild. You got to stay up till like midnight or 2 a.m. to even catch it, you know? Like,
right?
Late night to it, you know?
like that's like one of those things you fall asleep wasted to, and then you wake up at like 3:30 in the morning and it's on.
Oh,
You're just like,
oh yeah.
the fuck?
The hidden gems.
Yeah.
It's either that or the Girls Gone Wild paid programming things. Those were the good ones.
Jamaican steel drum or the Caribbean steel drum, straight up.
Yeah.
That steel
Those are
drum
always
goes
cool.
though, kind of, for sure.
Yo, is that a Sierra Nevada?
It is, yeah, just the go-to.
Yeah.
I'm not getting too crazy. I can't do any like wild IPAs. Just like old boy stomach, be getting acid reflux and shit. So Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, bro, that's like my classic go-to. It's a good beer. Yo,
We got 200 up in here too.
Yeah, that's my brother. Shouts out John, my older brother. Indiana boys.
Yeah.
200 Stabloons. Anybody in the chat, go help out those boys. Their van broke down.
Somebody get them a fucking vehicle right now.
Yeah,
like an hour ago.
Did their tour just start? Wasn't this like the one of like the first date or something?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think they started.
I'm not 100% sure.
Was that Isaac?
I think they started yesterday.
Yeah,
Maybe I don't know. I was talking to their sound guy, and I think he told me they headed out yesterday.
That's the obituary gruesome tour.
All bad. Hopefully something like too catastrophic, but I don't know. They posted a picture of it in the shop and then a follow-up pic. It's like, oh, not good.
I know, and all I can do is but feel for them. You know what I mean? That's got to suck.
Yeah, I got to send some bread their way. That's cool. I think they have like a pretty like super loyal and big enough fan base. I think they can get a little cheese together and hopefully get back on the road, you know? It's cool to like see like everybody come together for shit like that. You know?
Is that Steve on the 200 page right now? Because I could imagine being very salty Steve right now.
I'd be pissed off, bro. Day 2, I'd be living it up.
I'd be fucking mad, bro.
I'm pretty sure their van broke down on the Soulfly tour too, somewhere in like Minnesota or something.
Yeah.
Get your priorities. Go with the van news, the diagnostic mechanic.
Seriously though. Much love for the 200 Stab Wounds guys. They are out here fucking doing it. Just a side note.
Before I get too crunk on here, I got a message for you. I was told not to tell who the message is from, but it's for Isaac. L.O. Sin. Does that ring a bell?
What was that?
L.O. Sin. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it does.
So not to say that I was told to tell you that, but I don't know how to throw that in there. But
I'm going to be real. That is, I'm guessing that comes from one of the 200 Stab Wounds boys, but like that was a pop punk project that was going on way back, and that's probably one of the biggest bands I wish kept on going from all the bands that we were in back in the day. It was some fun shit. It was cool.
Oh, that's cool. So you grew up with those cats. You guys all from the same area in Ohio?
Yeah, all from Ashtabula. I'm from Geneva, which is a town just outside the main Ashtabula area, but yeah, we all grew up together.
Ah, nice. Good shit. So, like, the pop punk project, huh? That's cool, man. I got a soft spot in my heart for pop punk, for sure.
No,
I definitely, like, grew up on, like, TRL core, like, Blink-182 and everything. Mm-hmm. And then I even dig, like, old Jawbreaker and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good shit.
No, I definitely, I was going up on, like, I got into Jawbreaker way later. I think I was more, like, Title Fight, Citizen, fucking Turnover, like, that new wave of pop punk that happened in late, like, I guess in like 2010, in between 2010 and 2015 was where I was really
missed that wave, dude. I missed that wave completely. It was like, that was like my mid 20s where I wasn't really fucking around with a lot of underground music. I don't even know, dude. I was just listening to a lot of Drake, Bay Area rap. Bones was about as underground. Bones and shit was about as underground as it got. This weird proto SoundCloud rap and shit. But then I kind of got back into underground extreme music. Not to say that pop punk's extreme, but you know what I mean? I guess like kind of just back into guitar music in general.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
But that's cool, man. That's crazy that there was just this little like almost renaissance in the early 2010s of pop punk. I guess it's kind of, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's coming back. It seems like a lot of like SoundCloud rappers are pivoting into just straight up becoming pop punk bands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, I don't know.
That's a crossover.
But
yeah,
it's hard to it's hard to recreate that vibe of like the first like Sum 41 album, bro. That was on some like
Oh, yeah.
Well,
early 2000s.
it sounds so much better when you have like a fucking cold ass Coca-Cola and like a fucking skateboard or something, and you're hearing it through headphones at like 12 years old, you know?
Bro,
Yeah.
Can I tell you some ultimate
That's it's so hard when you're like 10.
Can I tell you some ultimate little fat kid shit, bro? So like my parents, like I was like, you know, it was like limited to one soda. We didn't like grow up hella bread, so it's like, okay, soda's our treat. Don't go crushing them all. So like I would be trying to just be hella sneaky. It didn't even dawn on me that my parents like could keep count of like, you know, 12 cans or whatever. So it was like, I figured if they didn't see me crush it, they wouldn't know. So I get home hella sweaty from skateboarding, a little chubby kid, crush like one brisk iced tea or Pepsi like right at the fridge, dish it and grab another like,
Yeah,
walk around beverage.
That's
awesome.
Like
no, I did that same shit.
Like they don't notice.
Yeah, it's just like it never happened.
From middle school, eating all the snacks
a little bit, throw something on top of it. Hella dumb.
Oh man, that shit never gets old though. That's always classic.
Yeah.
You know, not to get too sentimental and shit, but I feel like just being into underground music and shit kind of like it kind of keeps you young in a way, you know what I mean? Like life, like some people like beats them down, but I'm like, man, I'll never have that excitement of crushing like a brisk iced tea in front of the fridge again. But it's like this shit does keep me hella young and like kind of, you know what I mean, hella excited and shit.
Yeah.
It's all like early Saturday morning and PJs and a bowl of cereal and shit.
Hell yeah, it's the closest.
Wake up before everybody else to get the remote.
Yeah. No.
Hell yeah.
I feel like a lot of just feeling young is just being open to experiencing new things and like I don't know, just keeping up with what's going on. Like once you get stuck in a rut, like you just start feeling your age. Like
yeah, you know, and a lot of people, it's like they almost talk about, and I think it's maybe them like trying to justify to themselves or put a spin on it, but they're like, oh, the older you get, you just know you like what you like, and I'm like, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing because, like you said, as soon as you shut yourself off to new experiences, you just become complacent. You don't really grow. You don't find anything new and exciting. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah.
I could like somebody could easily accuse me of like jumping around from genre to genre. This, but I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of have like something really excites me. I kind of recycle a lot of hobbies throughout my life. So like just a random new band or new rapper will come out. Like, I know I'll fucking sound like a goddamn broken record, but I love Cemetery. He just like sparked this fucking, you know, this hella excitement. Like, I'm intrigued by
Somebody
this.
Go get 7.
I know, 7's in the chat. Like,
Someone go get 7.
Like rolling eyes. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, dude. That's fucking
shit.
awesome. I mean, I totally feel that though. Like you've seen my stories. I listen to the fucking Weekend and like the Gorillas and shit. Like,
oh yeah.
I'm jamming on all kinds of shit, man. Like,
if you like, honestly, it's like the equivalent of like if you just listen to one genre, it's like the one old dude who's hella narrow-minded, maybe bigoted, who's had these same dated political views forever. It's like the same thing with genres of music. You like become cynical, almost like reject everything else, like this weird elitism and purism that like you think that like gives you value or something. You know, it's like
the last thing anybody ever wants to turn into is Chris Barnes. So
that's the prime example, bro.
Don't be a Chris Barnes, bro.
I will say though, motherfuckers are talking about him. I don't know if it's good. I guess there's no such thing as bad press. He's always in the conversation, you know.
I know. Like I was telling a buddy, I was like, "Yo, if you ever want to get discovered, nowadays all you got to do in metal is get Chris Barnes to block you." And then just post it, and then he'll rant about it on his Twitter.
Yeah, I remember for that one. I think it was like that 1 week after that metal roundtable, and he kind of was just like, you know, that kind of clickbaity like quote. Yeah. Like that week, I was just seeing everybody post like Chris Barnes blocked him on Twitter and shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's just funny.
But I mean, that being said, like it is always good to keep an open mind to all different styles of music, which brings me to the fucking quartering demo, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab another beer.
Oh my god. That I was telling Isaac, that is such a fucking breath of fresh air, really. It really is.
Thank you so much.
In all reality, in a genre where there's so much music coming out right now, a lot of it, like, I don't know. I mean, we all try and recommend shit to each other, but at the end of the day, we all know we're only going to listen to it if we really, really want to. You know what I mean? Like, someone could tell me, hey, go check this out, go check this out, go check this out. But like, if it's not in like my normal rotation at the time, I might not always get to it. You know what I mean? But it's still always in there, and you hear it later.
Mhm.
But the fact of the matter is that that fucking demo is completely different than anything else I would have expected off of like previous Barbaric Brutality releases, and in like a 110% awesome way.
Awesome.
That shit is
Oh,
so
yeah.
cool, man.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. I reached out to Mike because like I don't know. He reached out to me originally from I was getting into tapes, I think a year or two ago, and he commented on one of my profile on one of my posts, followed him, hit up a conversation, and then he's just been in the back of my mind. And when I finished up the demo, I'm like, this really like it's not super slammy, and that's kind of where the label is going. But like honestly, I don't know who else would like. I don't know. I feel like I fit in best there compared to other labels, and also it's the best label fucking out right now. Like
Yeah,
everything,
completely-
it's just
I 100%
hit
agree
after
with that.
hit.
we kind of are a little label of the misfits. Like if you've listened to like Hate Inclination is a really weird, like avant-garde, brutal death project. We had some weird shit for sure. Some interesting projects. Like we would definitely like the first thing that comes to mind. We kind of branded ourselves as just like dumb slam bros, you know. But you know we got plans to put out the new Nothingness LP, which like leans more death doom. So I just like we talked about earlier, like just like our music taste, I want the label to be a little more well-rounded, you know, just like
Right.
yeah, a little more diverse. But yo, quartering that demo is like, I think there's really something to be said about one-person projects, because I feel like that like creativity is really untethered at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Right.
it really leaves like a super consistent sound throughout, which is really cool throughout the release. But I think anybody who's been in a band, it's like constantly like compromising, and sometimes that can like stunt the creativity. Maybe you take the safer route as opposed to like the fucking wild, you know what I mean? Like the more experimental shit. But
Right.
I'm truly like, in terms of like most things, like high risk, high reward. You take these wild risks and make weird music, and the reception's been fucking great. You know, you're just like,
Yeah.
on what you want to do. It's cool.
Oh, and
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
and I will agree with you. It definitely, you know, I don't think I could hear that on any other label. You know what I mean? I could, obviously, it's possible. Like, I mean, we all have ears and shit, but like, I totally agree with what you're saying. Like, that is the perfect spot for that demo.
Yeah, I fucking really dig that kind of weird big brain shit, you know, like off the beat. Well, I mean, I'm fucking wearing a Vitriol shirt right now. That's like super big brain death metal, you know. But I have like a super like soft spot. I love the stupid ignorant slam shit, but yeah, all the weird shit. I love that as well for sure. And it's interesting because what are like maybe I guess when you're writing, what are some like would you say, or just to maybe summarize it, like sum it up, like some of the biggest influences for quartering?
So quartering has been a thing since like 2014 2013, and that was back when I was actually it was just me and 200 Stab Wounds sound guy Dalton Edwards, but we like basically wanted to make it like a grindcore thing, so like Full of Hell with like influences from fucking Nails and Zabalba, like just big into that hardcore like beatdown stuff.
Yeah.
And coming back to it later, I was just like, I don't know, the first song was from like written back then, and everything else was written within like a month, a year ago. And I guess my influences now are more, I don't know, there's a little bit of Vane, there's a little bit of
nice
Mortician in there. Definitely like Fluid, Sanguisugabog, all this new wave that's coming out.
Yeah.
Like little pieces from all of these people who are just like, I don't know, I can't stop listening to it because it's just hitting so hard.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. I'm trying to take little, like, the things I like from it and then just make, like, I'm hearing other things and I don't want to, like, just rip what they're already doing, but I feel like I still have a space to say what I need to say that is in reference to the things that are going on right now.
Right.
100%.
Straight up. Oh, yeah.
Yo, it's interesting you say Vane because I'm like just kind of getting into Vane, and I'm a little older, so like I was exposed to when I was in high school. It was like two camps of metalcore. You had like At the Gates core, you know what I mean? But I was more into like the school of like Converge, kind of the more like noisy. And like immediately when I listened, I was like, this reminds me of Converge. But it's funny because I feel like Vane is like probably like very influenced from that, you know, realm of metalcore. They're like carrying on that tradition. So that's cool. It's just like different eras. Like you were like influenced by Vane. I fuck around with Converge, and like we listen to it and get the same thing from it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Same elements, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
So I got a damn dog bringing me her toys and playing. I always got 101 things going on at once.
Just playing fetch, drinking a beer, talking at the same time. That's multitasking. Oh yeah. So as a one-man project, what would you say as far as instrumentally, what do you enjoy producing the most as far as like, do you prefer like playing bass or like guitar tracks and shit, or like
definitely guitar is my main focus. I went to school for audio engineering, and at that school, or it was like a state college, so they kind of aimed it as like a classically trained thing, so I had to do classical guitar, and just I guess I kind of, before that I was playing everything. I was playing drums, bass, guitar, like keys. But at that point, I just focused on guitar, and now I'm trying to get back in there. I mean, I'm doing a bunch of modular shit. I have like electronic stuff going on, but definitely guitar is my first and foremost, and then everything else gets added on to that.
Right. What are you jamming on?
I got a what the fuck? This Platinum BC Rich Warlock.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I love that color. That's clean.
I got two guitars. This one, and then the first guitar I ever had was a Kirk Hammett ESP, and I used that for the other one. I don't know. It feels like a baseball neck, but the EMGs are just super, super thick. And mixing those two in post just really fills out the sound in a way that I like it.
Yeah. Kind of got that. It rounds it out real nice.
Yeah.
Nice and beefy.
Yo, do you want to expand on you're saying like modular stuff? I'm a stupid kid. I listen to like the intros. I'm like, that's some wild shit. I don't even know how to explain it. How is that produced? How's that the means to produce that?
So I have like a IntelliGel palette case. That's kind of my main thing. I'll just flip this camera around. So this is what I'm primarily working on. None of the things that I used on the demo were on here. It kind of was based off of two modules. The first one being the glitch from Beast. It's a glitch synth, and that's just kind of like harsh noise. And then I'm trying to remember what the fuck the name for the other one was. But it's this weird thing from 4MS. It's just like a really wild noise maker. Let me see if I can pull that up. It is the I guess I'm not going to be able to find it. The Noise Swash, the 4MS Noise Swash. This thing is wild. It's supposed to be, I don't even know what to call it, but it's got like a 10-turn potentiometer and some like LEDs that read the light signal. So like you wave your hand over it and it changes. It's just a really rambunctious like synth. And I just was playing around with that, found some cool noises that were happening, and then just kind of tailored that to I don't know, just make a voice, and found, I don't know, I kind of felt like it was in the same vein of like John Coltrane, like screaming on the saxophone, just like having this waily whine and going in and out of that. It managed to do it pretty well, and then I just had that as a through line through the project.
Yeah, that's cool, and I like how it just ties in with like, just like sonically, the aesthetics. It's all like kind of unique, you know. It's all, that was like the first thing. Like the logo probably caught everybody's eye. Like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah. So that noise swash is like it's a kit, so it's just all the different pieces, and I had to learn how to like solder and put that together to make it work. And just like in the process of that, I'm like, this would be pretty fucking cool if I just made my logo out of the like PCB design, and then I ended up doing the icon in that and just kind of making it cohesive.
That's fucking badass. I love it, dude. Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
That is incredibly clever.
Thank
In
you.
all reality, it really is.
I'm turning down the air. I'm getting hot.
Yeah, what'd you say? It's hot out there?
No, I just had the fucking heat on. I was starting to sweat, so I had to turn on the AC. I was like, what's so hot here? Well, not my brightest moment, but
Okay.
So what's cooking with Quartering? You got anything in progress? Writing some more?
Yeah,
Releasing a tape, potentially doing like a compilation, like in the future. Like
so I'm looking to try and do 2 more singles and a music video for both of them together, and then adding that on to this EP is kind of like an epilogue thing. And if you want to do the tape with that,
that'd be badass. Yeah.
Noah, I don't know if he's in here. I couldn't see his name, but he's been talking to me since the release, and I might try and do a split or compilation with him, maybe in between 2 and 6 tracks if we split it up, or if we collaborate, something along those lines. And then Noah, I forget what his last name is. I don't know. But he's been, what is the band's name?
Did you say Noah?
Yeah, Noah.
Are you thinking of Bloodspawn?
I don't think it's Bloodspawn. But Noah Deemer?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm awful with names. Yeah. But he's gonna be coming out with a project soon, and we're looking to collaborate on that and get a split out, which would be super sick. I'm so excited from what we've been talking about. And then I'm looking to do after that a pretty big project that's probably going to take some time, but I'm looking like a 13-track like LP. It's gonna be pretty full featured. But that's gonna be a little while because it's just getting pieced together right now.
Yeah, you don't want to rush it. Hell yeah.
Right.
That big boy.
So what's everybody been listening to lately with all this new music coming out? You got your inspirations for what you as far as your creative stuff goes, but like what are you jamming like outside of that? You know what I mean? Like for example, like just recently, like I just discovered Evulse.
Oh yeah, dude. I always knew about Evulse, but I hella slept on them for a while. And I saw them like live, and it was we booked that show. They played with Ruin here in Sacramento.
Right.
They were fucking off the hook. Ruin was great, no shade or anything, but Evulse kind of stole the show. It was crazy. They were like so dope. It was like, but Ruin killed it. It was awesome. But Evulse was just like blew me away. I didn't necessarily know what to expect. I didn't listen to him an incredible amount, but it's like that's the homie. The vocalist is James, who runs Transylvanian Recordings.
Yeah. Okay.
And that label's like that. It's like I hella respect the label. My music taste is a little different. He's like skews more towards like death doom, maybe some like, and he puts out a lot of like ambient experimental music as well. And I'm like more on like the slam bro side, but I have an appreciation for all of it, But I don't know. Yeah, I criminally slept on Evulse, and that shit was fucking surprising. They were just so loud. It was almost on the verge of being too loud, just like right before. But I always say like bands live should err on the side of being too loud instead of too quiet. Because if you're too quiet, that shit doesn't sound heavy. So it's like it fucking filled the room. It was almost like fucking shaking your damn bones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that I've been listening to a lot. I mean, I only got the 8 songs on my phone. There's like the Call of the Void tape or whatever, and then there's the one after that, like Pungent something or other. I don't remember. Pungent Spawn.
The LP. I actually grabbed a copy of that LP. That part's sick. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I honestly don't. And I might be ignorant. I'm not like too versed in this like realm of death metal and shit. but I know there's like kind of bestial black metal, war metal. I don't really like that, but I feel like they take elements of that and mix it with traditional death. They have like a lot of parts that are like super groovy, maybe like reminiscent of like Undergang and shit, you know. And it's like very good. It's sick. He like it was like cool. It was like kind of like it was a cool stage presence too. The homie Jimmy had like sunglasses on, like the war metal style, like paint, you know, face paint. It was like
hell yeah,
cool. It was badass. I was like, it was just
hell yeah,
fun, for sure.
I mean, you gotta own it. You know what I mean? You gotta own your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
for
were good
sure.
performers. It was fucking sick to see, for sure.
Yeah, I actually I've been listening to them, and then the other one I heard about just recently was Mutate, another Bay Area one.
Yeah, they played that same show with the Volts. Hell yeah.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, okay, yeah. Aren't those
They're
guys
cool,
like fucking 14 or something?
They're straight up youngsters, dude, and they all pulled up. We did like a little label merch pop-up because I wanted to kick it at the show, so I did like sold some merch before at my homie's like pizza restaurant, and all of them pulled up like with their like, you know, their one of their parents drove them or something, you know. It was cool. All bought, they like fucking. I feel like every single one of them bought a Stumped on Sight flag. I like brought some flags out early, and I was like, "Damn, I'm sold out!" Like they're like, "Oh, Stumped on Sight flags!" Oh shit!
Yeah,
Like,
right.
cool.
That shit smells like hotcakes.
Yeah, it was high. I had some of my old like just like tapes I don't listen to anymore, trying to downsize a little bit. So I brought like some used tapes I was selling. One of them, like, it's just cool, like seeing people like cruise through it, and they were just like, "Oh fuck, I had like a Broken Hope tape." And they're like, "Oh shit, Broken Hope," like Swamped in Gore, and they grabbed it. It was like made their day, you know. I was like, man, I'm glad somebody could like be hella glad to add that shit to their collection. You know? That was like,
yeah.
Cool.
So you got, I mean, I know you got like tapes and shit, Mike. You got records and too. You don't do records?
I do, yeah, I do.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I'm not like a super avid collector, and right now I'm saving up for a wedding, so I've just like my funds have been frozen essentially. So I'm usually like a merch demon and buy a lot of merch. I like buying physical formats. Like I'm trying to downsize constantly, selling some tapes, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm looking probably at like a couple hundred at least right here. My LPs, maybe I have like 20, but nothing too crazy. But yeah,
right.
LPs. I love tapes and LPs. It's like you can't really replace them. Having like that full fucking art, it's so badass. You know what I mean? The whole thing.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Yeah, but physical copy really is the way to go. Like I'll take a CD, I'll take a tape, I'll take a record. I don't give a fuck as long as it's got music on it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I even now with this digital age, like I've run into issues where like I'll fuck with a band and I have at least 3 records right now that I get the record and it just disappears from the internet and I can't find it fucking anywhere. They take it off streaming sites and it's because like band broke up or the label dissolved and like things just disappear and like these are some of my favorite fucking records. I'm not gonna not listen to them. So it's like even now it's essential to like if you like this thing, you need to have it so you can make sure you can still listen to it. Like it'll just go away. You don't own it.
Right.
Right. It was like recently on streaming services, this band Orchid Ectomy that I fucking love. They're such weird brutal death metal, like, but they're like a fucking such a cool, like kind of like iconic band, like in that like weird brutal death realm. And they were on Spotify for a while, but that shit just like hella mysteriously got removed. They were on there for like 3 weeks. I was hella stoked. I'm like, fuck, it's back to YouTube or whatever, because physical copies are so sparse, you know. But I hate like YouTube, you can't skip around. It's like you have to keep that YouTube app open. It's a pain in the ass, kind of, you know. So it's like, yeah, I'd just rather own the physical copy if I could, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the digital ones are nice, but like that's what I use like a streaming service for.
Yeah.
Like YouTube Music or Spotify or something. You know what I mean? Like I'll use that kind of stuff for that, like for on the go, like. Because, I mean, I can put CDs in my truck and shit, but, like, I'm not going to be bringing, like, my records to a homie's house or something, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
LPs. And that was the vibe when you were, like, in middle school, like, in the punk days. It was just, like, each, like 3 records each. Like, dude, bring over your GBH. I'll bring Discharge.
Right.
And, like,
but, I mean, like, the other thing, too, is, like, nowadays, like, and in all reality, nobody takes care of your shit like you do. So it's like, I'm just gonna, I'll just fucking buy a streaming service, and plus having YouTube Music or something like that, it's good. It helps us stay current. You know what I mean? Like new shit comes out, you just look it up and you can hear it right now.
Yeah.
I think I'm very publicly pro streaming, and like almost to like like some people think I'm like a shill for fucking Spotify or something. I'm getting paid by Spotify or something. But I don't know, dude. I just like think streaming's hella cool. I'm not like supporting like I don't know, capitalist overlords. So I'm just like I love having fucking all this music at the tip of my fingers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the way I see it, it's like, I mean, if you're actually putting out pretty decent numbers, musicians are getting like pretty like impressive. Maybe not in like our genres that we're in, but you know what I mean. But I listen to rap a lot, and there's like a lot of like young kids who are rappers who are like never really release any physical media. They just have like so much like crazy streaming clout that they're like getting passive income from it. So it's like that's fucking cool. It is helping out. But I think it's just like that. I've said it before, but that exposure for an artist, like I think it's almost foolish to not put your shit on streaming.
Yeah.
You get it out there. I personally think you should give all your music away for free digitally, and then like build a cult following, like fan base, and not to sound like rubbing my palms together, the capitalist overlords, but then you monetize through merch. You know what I mean? Once you build like a loyal following, it's like it's just
right.
what it is.
No, it's a brand. You're building a brand. Like the music is gonna come and go. Like it's there for everyone to share. But like the only way you're making any money is through merch. That's just how it is. Especially in the metal community, like it could get big, but it's never gonna be like SoundCloud rappers can hit it off. There's not many like extreme music people that are gonna pull those numbers for streaming. And the only way you compete with like using like having the time to be able to put more of this music out is with people supporting you through merch.
Well, there's like an interesting, I guess it's like an idea or kind of new like model or approach to like a lot of like small businesses or like personal branding that maybe like some musicians are capitalizing on, but not within metal. I think it's cool, man. It's like I like a lot of podcasts, and they utilize like services and platforms like Patreon. You know what I mean? Twitch is a service, but like this is like this idea. It's like 1,000 loyal followers. If you have 1,000 loyal fans, which isn't a bunch, isn't like an incredible hard goal to achieve, but it's like those through like maybe means of like Patreon, a monthly subscription, whatever, a different approach to music almost completely. But you know what I mean? Like if you could get, $100 from 1,000 people, a musician could live. That's $100,000 a year. I mean, it's easier said than done, but it's like if you build a cult following, offer something through like a Patreon service, regular content, exclusive materials, a lot of people would pay $10 a month for their favorite band to get constant content. You get 1,000 people to sign up, that's $100,000. That's bonkers, That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like YouTube music, I use it a lot, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of stubborn because my she has Spotify. She's all, why don't you switch over to Spotify? You have an account. And I was like, I don't know why you keep paying for that. I don't want to like take everything in my playlist and then go to a new one and put everything back in it. Like,
so what do you got YouTube Music?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is, bro. There's so many. Apple Music. There's YouTube Music now. That's like
I've had it for like the past like 3 or 4 years. Basically, it's the same thing. Like I've gone on there and looked up a band, and it's got everything they've ever done, and I just add to library every single one. If it's like a new band, like I'll start like at the old shit, and then I'll listen to the most current shit, and then I'll kind of meet my way in the middle, and that way it gives me, you know what I mean? It gives you a feel for like what you're listening to before like someone like me goes out and just makes a fucking purchase,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn. That's what's
so
up.
it helps to stay current because then like we'll be talking about music, someone will bring up a band, and I'll just fucking look it up real quick and check it out, and it's pretty cool.
It makes like we're like so spoiled how much access we have. Like,
for sure.
I remember we had like Barnes and Nobles, bro. They had like a little like it was like really old. It was like that's like little clips from each CD they played. But Barnes and Nobles had like a little browser where you could search, and it was like hella obscure shit on there. I remember looking at like Rudimentary Peni or something, like hella weird. I was like, holy fuck! They're like 15-minute samples, but I remember like just being like drunk off peppermint schnapps by the mall, like 15, little crust kid, like just like badass kid in Barnes and Noble with headphones on. Now it's like there's so much access. It's so fucking easy. It's crazy. It's it's cool.
There's you've been in Boise before. Have you heard of the Record Exchange?
Yeah. That's like that cool record store right in town. I met up with the
right
dude
next to Neurolux.
Gavin at a bar over by there.
Yeah.
Right around the
Oh,
corner.
Mulligan's. That was Mulligan's.
Yeah, the little dive bar. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Record Exchange, when I was a kid, I actually first discovered Beneath the Massacre. I don't know if you guys fuck with that shit.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
Mechanics of Dysfunction, like the first one. I actually first discovered that because they had like a 5-disc CD changer at the record store with the headphones in it, and you can just like they have like a a case of each one is what's in there, and you just put on that one. You can listen to it. Like I didn't even know they did that kind of shit. I was like a kid, just like I'm looking for something new, walking around with my cattle decapitation CD and shit. Like I need to find something new. And he's like, well, if you're into that, like here, check this out over here. And he just like gives me the headphones. I was like, yo, this is the most brilliant idea ever. You can just like put shit in here and people can hear it before they buy it. Like, but I mean, with like
straight up little sample. That's what's up.
Yeah, it was cool.
I went to some record store in what the fuck, Iowa, I think. It was on Ball State University, but they had like a shit ton of turntables and headphones and just like headphone jacks. So like go through the store, just throw some shit on, check it out, and they had a bunch of stations, throw tapes in. I'm like, why is this the first time I'm seeing this? Like, I will always just go to a record store and just pick something up because it looks weird. I'm just on my phone, like going through Spotify while I'm looking through stuff just so I can preview it before I like get it out. But like just having a turntable open to people to check it out, that's so easy and it's so useful.
It's just a fun experience too, fun shopping experience, to be honest. You know what I mean? That's like cool. It's just a cool idea, straight up.
Yeah. Just like digging through crates and shit, obviously like when I go in there, I go straight to the metal section first. Mm-hmm. Obviously all the new shit. And then I'll start digging through all the old stuff. Like I got I don't remember what year it came out or if you guys fuck with like old school, like classic rock and shit, but I'm a big Eddie Van Halen fan.
Okay.
And I actually found a Women and Children First, like first press record at the record store for like $20. And this was pre before like he died.
Oh,
that's you got some money on you then.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That same thing happened with my South of Heaven record. My wife got it for me for Christmas for $20. And after Slayer kind of like stopped playing and shit and touring, that thing I looked up online, it was $250.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That shit's cool to me.
Yeah.
Like, am I going to be the guy to try and sell my shit for that price? No, I'm going to listen to it until, like, I'm, like, not a thing anymore, I guess. Is the best way to put it. And then I'll just, like, give them to my kid, and hopefully he does something with them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it is kind of like, I don't know. I've had, like, some rare tapes, and it's kind of interesting to be like, I bought this kind of, like, proto-slam band, one of the first slam bands, Brutality, this, like, death metal band from New York. They're like fucking sick. I like stumbled upon, it was like literally just Google, and I was like deep within the Google pages, like page 5, and it was like weird, like industrial, like record label, like distro. And I guess it was like, dude must have been a death metal dude in the 90s and just like still carrying around these tapes because he had like sealed regurgitation demos from like the 90s, Repudiation. These like $150 tapes, and I got them for like $9, sealed, brand new.
That's crazy.
A couple of them I did like giveaways early on, but it's like it was funny. It was fun to look up like how much they're worth, but I'm never gonna be the dude to be like $200 for this tape.
Yeah, no, I'm not that dude.
Yeah, it takes a certain person. I'm like, I'm trying to fucking get.
I will say there's one exception. If it's like years and years and years and years down the road, like, and I'm like 60 years old and it's just literally sitting in a box in my house, then maybe I'll try it. I'll be an old man by then, and anyone who knew what it was is also an old man. Or not even, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to give a fuck by that point. Like, who cares at that point?
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to save sell my fucking Jarhead Fertilizer LPs for, when I'm 60. That's
hey, who knows, bro? Who knows?
25-cent crates. I'm just going to sell
one day someone could be like, yo, you got that fucking quartering demo? Like, who knows, man? Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, people are still talking about, like, Sadus and fucking Morbid Angel. Like, people still talk about that. Like, who knows, man?
Hey, dude.
Speaking of Jarhead Fertilizer, you hear that first the split they did with Purge? I don't know, like maybe 2013, 2014.
No, I never have. I just pretty much got turned on to them through this LP that came out.
You need to check that out. That shit is insane. I love it.
I didn't listen to their back catalog. I just like been stuck on that. That LP was like, I think I put it as my favorite of the year of 2021.
Yeah, the new LP was good.
Which one?
I think I'd still like the previous stuff better. Maybe it's just because that was the first thing I listened to, but like it's fucking hard. It's on Spotify. It's all white with someone in a wheelchair.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, Logan, it's a Jarhead Fertilizer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It had the Dystopia logo, and honestly, like that. I mean, that's what I called them, the Dystopia logo band. And I kind of thought it's gonna be like Dystopia. Not no shade on Dystopia, but I just listened to them a lot when I was a teenager, like my crush days. So I kind of got like my fill of Dystopia for a lifetime, like back then. So I was like, I love Dystopia. I don't need Dystopia worship. But I listened to that. I was like, this is far from Dystopia worship at all. And I started looking at his like favorite band is Dystopia, and he's like, oh, dude, this is just death metal. It's like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
he was disappointed.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Glad
for sure.
It's not like Dystopia at all.
No, not at all. I mean, just aesthetically, like I listened to an interview when they were talking about they really wanted to like kind of like dial in on like that aesthetic, like the kind of maybe like darker, like more serious side of like power violence, like bands like Capitalist Casualties and stuff like that. You know, you got shit like Spaz, but they were going more like the Capitalist Casualties, maybe like Infest Route and shit like that, where it's like black and white, kind of crusty, like so like. Looking at like the art and the logo, you would never guess they're just like it's straight up knuckle dragging, like death grind kind of shit. You know?
Yeah. Honestly, every time I see the logo, that is what I think is fucking crust. Like, yo, that's probably like a crust band.
It isn't at all. It's very deceiving, but it's fucking good. It's incredible. It's so good. Yo, yeah, we do have some flags. I think they're going to be going up tomorrow, so keep your eyes out peeled. And we got these Barbaric Brutality boys going up too. Super
shit.
Yeah.
I need one of them.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they're 3x3 flags and pretty good price. They're only selling for like $15, so that's cool.
I'm honestly like trying to create a vibe in here. You know what I mean? Just like hang shit up everywhere, like hang things on top of other things. Like, why not? Just like everything, just like covered. Like this create a vibe, man.
For the dungeon, bro, straight up.
Straight up, everybody's got to have one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, snuff flags will be going out tomorrow. They're super limited because for real. I don't know what's on. Like, I want to. They're
going on the page tomorrow.
Throw them off, put them up. But yeah, they will be going up tomorrow. $15. I think there's only like we like split an order with the band. We didn't do a huge order. We just did a small order initially, and then I sold a bunch of that merch pop up. So I think I only got like 6 left or something. But yeah. Get them while you can, and then Snuff will have them the next couple days. Dude, Snuff Outside's playing with the Feet of Sanity next week. That's wild.
Oh my god, yeah, that is wild, man.
That's actually.
Honestly, I didn't even.
Oh, Ritual! Hell yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I didn't even really listen to Defeated Sanity until I was watching one of Seven's live streams one night, and I was like, I just commented like, "Yo, what are you listening to?" And he's like, "Defeated Sanity, bro," and I was like, "Yo, that is like." That's like the other spectrum of Devourment, honestly.
Dude,
like the more death metal side than Slam.
There's like bands in every genre that like kind of get a pass. Like, I guess for lack of better words, are kind of good in every hood. I hate to like sound cheesy and say that, but it's like even old school death metal kids love Defeated Sanity or like show love. They might not really like Slam or like will be like, no, I don't like Slam, but they'll fuck with Devourment. You know what I mean? Or like. I don't like brutal death metal, but they'll love Defeated Sanity. They just like transcend genre lines, I guess. They're like, this shit's just too good. And Defeated Sanity is like one of those bands for sure, you know?
That is the best way to put it. Good in every hood. I'm going to remember that. I'm using that.
Yeah, everyone
good in every hood.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see if there's any questions. I know I put that sticker up and the sticker wasn't even working, bro. It's fucked up. Instagram's been slipping with the stories.
I actually might be going to that Defeated Sanity show on Monday.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Yo, Braden, you going to Defeated Sanity, the X-Bar? This is my homie from Sac, still retarded. This cat is fucking awesome. He came out to the pop-up, bought a Bonginator flag, super rare. I brought 2 Bonginator flags. We're dropping that on 420, but
Oh yeah.
very rare early access. So
have you heard that, Isaac?
Yeah, no, Bonginator is so much fucking fun.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's,
That's exactly
goofy cat.
100% fun.
I've watched the he posted something where he's doing curls and he ends up swallowing the roach. I fucking busted out. Like I was just working and I was almost on my knees.
bro, he just like the editing of the video because he just swallows it and it's like coughing, then it cuts off immediately. Like how that was like trimmed, it was so fun.
Yeah.
No, that cat is cool.
That much funnier, you know. Just ended hella abruptly. Just
Yeah.
the roach and starts dying.
It's perfect. It's perfect. No, but
really cool kid, super ambitious. Like they're already trying to book a run out on the West Coast, and like it's a cool band to work with. Like I like working with bands who are just like really about it. Like some bands, I don't know, it's like kind of weird. They almost like expect like I see it as like this is like kind of like for us. I mean, I have a career. I don't draw income from this. You know, it's just like a fun DIY project. Like
Exactly.
out on Instagram, but it's a small. I mean, this is like. Hold on, real quick. This is like the entirety of the Barbaric Brutality compound right here. Let me flip this. It's like where all the magic happens. You know what I'm saying?
MTV Cribs.
AKA the living room. You know what I'm saying? Or my dining room. But hold on, real quick. My bad. Jada just got home. I'm sorry, y'all. Bad.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, man. I really dig what's going on with, in all reality, like Barbaric Brutality, Slam, Death Metal, all of it all together is in a really good spot.
oh, for sure.
On all fronts.
Like back like 5-10 years ago, like in my area, which is like Cleveland, Ohio, it was primarily hardcore. There was some cool stuff coming out, but like the Ohio scene right now for death metal is just insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I mean, especially where you're at, too, like, Ohio's popping.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no joke out there right now. Everybody's putting out good shit.
Yeah.
Yo, sorry, Jada just got home. I had to greet her. Say what's up. So,
yeah, absolutely.
I had to greet her.
In the chat. Yo, Jada, your mom's in the chat. That's what's up. Shouts out to Trish. What's up, Trish? How's it going?
Hell yeah. For the moms out there.
But yeah, what I was saying, because this is like a labor of love and a hobby, it's kind of weird. Like we've like, and unfortunately we have like, I mean, but there are bands out there who kind of almost have this weird kind of like, I don't know, expect like a label to do everything. I'm like, man, it's like a collaboration. Let's all work together, like put in the equal effort and shit. You know, you can't just kind of expect like, all right, we write the music, now everybody has to do everything for us. You know, it's like, I truly feel like if you want to get out there, you have to like hella grind and stuff on site, not to like blow their head up too much. Like, especially Seven, that dude was like religious on social media, you know what I'm saying? Like keeping up with it through the pandemic, and that shit like keeps you relevant, you know? That's like one of your like best tools, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in all reality, like in the time we live in, like at least from 2020, it's a different game now, for sure.
Yeah. Even with that, like Thorn made a really good post today. Like it feels like almost everyone's getting like either shadow banned or just like it's not hitting the same way. Like you can like, I mean, I transferred my band account from a personal account. I have like 800 fucking followers and I'll get like maybe 14 views on a story when I used to get like 200. It would be no problem. And now it's just gone. And like people way bigger than me are reporting the same thing with less numbers. It's like, I don't know. It feels fucking shady to think that you have to pay to even work to be able to like present yourself on this app.
It is. I've kind of noticed that, and it almost seems without no rhyme or reason. Because some like posts will hit crazy, and like I don't think there's like I don't understand like the logic to the algorithm or something. But some will just like kind of get snuffed out. Like I do a post, and it's like some will go crazy, you know, within the first hour, 100 likes, and I'm like, okay, nice, this thing's getting out there. But it sucks. And like anybody listening, the biggest thing is not to be shameless, but just like share your homie shit. Like if you have like friends at bands or labels, share that, because that just kind of ensures that like the algorithm really does reward like sharing and saving posts. So I don't know. It's so weird. There's, like I said, it seems like no rhyme or reason on it. But there's got to be a different like platform. I love Instagram, but it's like if it start getting weird like that, essentially like pay to play, like you gotta to get that exposure, you gotta really buy these ads and all that. It's like fuck that. You know, we maybe go to something else. You know, but really, it is
That's
like
when we start. That's when we start our own app.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
create
even,
our own.
I'm a dumbass kid. We need to get some fucking nerds. We need to get
I don't
some
know.
nerds.
Maybe even like
nerd, bro.
Discord groups may be a better option because like at least you can like self mod that shit.
That's a good point. Now is Discord like more like comparable like to a message board or forum, rather?
Yeah.
Can you post like images and videos and?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can post. At least when I've done it with my friends. I haven't done it too much, but like the way all my friends talk about it, I have a couple groups in there that are more like business related, but there's just whole communities that people are in on Discord, and if we make something like that for metal as a larger thing, or even just like slam different labels, just having those access points, know you're going to get that content that you're looking for.
Cool. Dude, I think, sorry, real quick. I don't know when the drop's going to be tomorrow, but just turn on the post notifications because I will make a feed post about it. So, straight up. It will be sometime in the early afternoon. I try to do it around noon, typically. But, yeah. But no, I think somebody was just telling I was talking to Frog Mallet, and they have the Frog Mallet Discord, and Bonginator was in there, Silverback Gorilla, who did the vinyl release. Just a bunch of them. And they're like, dude, it's like so cool. Like, it's just like, they said it's way easier than emailing or DMing. It's way more organized. They're getting a lot of creative ideas and sharing ideas and stuff. It seems like a pretty cool like platform. So maybe I might need to fuck around and get like the Barbaric Brutality Discord server.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
The more platforms, in all reality, the more platforms you have yourself on, the more people will see you.
Yeah, for sure. And that's something like. Flipped on, I'm like no presence on Facebook. But the thing is, I do like the shotgun approach. Like, there's like more than one way to like get things done. Like a lot of people go the shotgun approach, but I'm always like the expression, a dog that chases two rabbits catches none. I've been kind of single focused on Instagram. Like, it's kind of weird. It might be, some people might say it might be ignorant putting all my eggs in that basket, you know, because what if something happens? We are shadow banned, this, that, and the other. But I don't know. It's like, I just feel like it's my favorite platform. I'll hop on Twitter here a little bit. Facebook's just on some like fucking old boy shit. I feel like I know in the music realm there's still a lot of people there, but it's just
honestly, I'm with you 100%. I don't normally post a lot of stuff on my Facebook and my Instagram. I literally just have the account for music, bands, people I do streams with, distros, anybody that's interested in the kind of shit that I'm interested in. It's not. I try and keep all like personal, like family, work friends. I keep all that out of my Instagram.
Yeah.
So that cuts out. I mean, in all reality, it kind of like cuts out a lot of potential viewers, I guess. But at the same time, I feel like it adds kind of like an exclusivity to it, and it separates it from like my personal life, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
Like my Facebook, I'll use to like get in contact with like my family, or whatever, friends from other states or something,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I kind of use Instagram, and it might be a bad idea, but I use Instagram 100% for just this project.
Mm-hmm. It is. I mean, I might be the fucking idiot who didn't have the foresight, but I'm like, it's not going anywhere. Next year watch like Instagram tanks or something. But it's like, I don't know. A stand-up platform. It's like great for like if you're like, it's turning into almost like almost like a platform for small businesses, essentially. You know what I mean? Like through like the marketplace. Like we should utilize a lot of those features. You have to like kind of like sync that up with Facebook, which we're kind of lacking there. That might be value in itself just to utilize Facebook. But like I said, I don't know. There's something not cool about it. You got fucking just a bunch of old people screaming into the void about their political views. That's what Facebook.
It essentially became MySpace. It pretty much just became MySpace.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
Sorry.
I think
got a bridal shower present sent to the house, but Jada can't open it yet. It delivers. Had to give her the scoop. So, nice. Cool. Trish, if you're still in here, I doubt it because you were probably bored as hell. But we got the package. But yeah, yeah, Instagram, it's pretty cool, but I do feel like we kind of have like, fortunately, we have like a little bit of an email list building up. I got to build like a long landing page to like subscribe to the list. But I think anybody doing something, I think you should, because I mean, a perfect example, them boys are wilding, but Fluids is always getting shadow banned, and they're starting from like square one, and it's like it is, and that's why, like, personally, like, not sounding like on some square shit or something, but it's like we don't really do too much like super gnarly like real gore shit for that very reason. It's kind of just hard to market, and it's like it can be a cool release, but it's like I don't know, it has to be done kind of tastefully. It can't just be too fucking gnarly, you know? Because I'm like I don't want to get that reported and like compromise the platform for all the other bands and the whole label and shit, you know? So
right, makes sense.
I think the best plan of action is using Instagram to get people off of Instagram. Like your website, you have control over. Discord, you have control over, and you can deal with all of that. But just using Instagram as a way to funnel people to somewhere else, because you don't own anything on here. They will kick you out. They will do whatever. But like, if you have a space after, get people there and they can stay there and enjoy your content where they know they can get it. But that being said, I haven't done shit. I haven't done it. So
no, that's totally true. And even if it's just your e-commerce site and an email list that you could update people regularly, and like, that's totally true. Because even beyond, you know, like content being banned or shadow banned, like I see cats just their profiles get hacked all the time and they just can't get access to it. I'm like, that's fucked up. I'm seeing labels getting hacked. I'm like, no, this is fucking terrible. You know, like I don't know what I do. It's like I feel like, not to sound cheesy, it is just a social media following, but I feel like it's like the fruits of my labor. It's like we're working hard.
It really is. I totally agree with you. It really is, because like you don't just like you don't start something like a distro and then you know people just find out on their own. You know, there's word of mouth, there's marketing, there's fucking promotion, like, and you do all that, and then you gain this following, and then all of a sudden your shit gets hacked. Like,
it's terrible. Yeah. So
that would suck.
Kind of build that infrastructure. Like I've even considered a backup page for that very reason. I don't know. It's just a little insurance policy, but it's like, fuck, I don't want to like not kind of, dot my I's and cross my T's or whatever, kind of cover my ass and like be in a tough position. But
are you using
to find us? I think we have enough following that if something happened, people would check in. But I'm almost thinking about starting my personal page back up. I kind of abandoned it. And anybody who follows the page, they know I just like kind of, the label page almost doubles as a personal page sometimes. It's a little unconventional or unorthodox, but hey, it's fucking cool. I think it's like this project's like a project of passion and love. So it's like I put myself into it. Like, might as well just share that with people, And it's like, me personally, when I know who's behind like a project or art or something like entertainment that I consume and like enjoy, like if I know them and I fuck with their personality, like, hey, this person's great, I'm like that much more inclined to like support them monetarily, like I want to support this fucking person. I want to see them do well. I'm going to buy a shirt. I'm going to do this, and I get it. Sometimes people like, it's almost like this is like people, especially metal people have like pseudonyms, like almost these like personalities. It's kind of cool to be cryptic or elusive and that's like whatever you're into. But I'm just like, I'm hella transparent, put it all out there, I guess. Fucking dork shit, but it's all fun. That's just who I am, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It just comes down to owning it. You know what I mean? That's your shit. When I own it. It would be, honestly, I do agree with you. It would be slightly, I don't want to say devastating, but devastating to have my Instagram hacked at this point. Because I feel like I have put a lot of work into like the kind of shit. I mean, in all reality, I say work. Like I'm literally just sitting here talking with you guys, drinking beer. But I mean, you kind of create a following. You know what I mean? Like you said, you create a following, and if this is like the sole platform you're on, and your shit gets hacked, like they got to find you again.
And let's just be real. It's like it's almost kind of like in vogue or in fashion to like hate on social media, or you know what I mean? Everybody kind of pays lip service, like whatever. But it's like, there are negative aspects to it, I'm sure, and it can definitely be like a toxic thing. But like a lot of people, like I've like met a crazy community of like really cool friends, especially through the pandemic. Shit was weird. Everyone was isolated, And it's like that was like a really cool way to cope and like build a community and network of friends and kind of all get through it together, you know. And that's when I became like really present on social media. So it's like, shouts out to Instagram, straight up. Just put me in the fucking
for real. Let's appease the Instagram gods. We'll just appease the Instagram gods for a minute. Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to play metal tapes.
Hell yeah.
Like, I mean, have you, sorry, I'm right next to the mic. I didn't mean to yell. Is your account like a professional account?
Yeah, it's a business account. Yeah.
Okay. I just changed mine over to that just out of curiosity because my shit was fucked up the other day, honestly, and I did get scared. Like, I was trying to send messages and they would just stay on sending. That's it. And they wouldn't send.
Really? Huh.
So I did an update. It still did it. And they were with people, like, specifically only 2 people. And I was just talking to them prior to that happening, literally minutes before it happened. And it stayed on sending, so I updated it, still stayed on sending with the same people. And then I logged out, logged back in, did that a few times, still nothing. I uninstalled the app, reinstalled it, and then it did another update or something, and everything worked again. And it looks way different. I even changed it to a professional account, thinking that might, like, fix it, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I started off day one, like when we started the Barbaric, it just started as like a business account. So I don't really know, like, and it's been many moons since I've been on the personal, so I don't really know like the different features or anything. But yeah, I would. It's to the point now. It's funny. I hate to like. I know what it is. Like, I try to like practice some detachment. It's like if like I realize this is all just like not to get too Eastern or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But like too philosophical. But it's I've been reading the Bhagavad Gita lately again. Tapping in on my fucking my Hindu scriptures, and it's like all these material things. They're just come and go. You know. So it's like I love all this shit, and it's like you could take part in the pleasure of it while also realizing shit is just like a stupid app on your phone. You know what I mean? And it's like when people don't realize it, that's when it becomes a problem. So it's like I'd be devastated, but yet at the same time, I'd still be the same fucking person. You know, it's not like a part of my identity. But
exactly,
I'd still grind. I'd go put up fucking flyers around Sacramento. I'd still do shows, slang tapes at my homie's pizza shop, whatever it takes. You know. So
yeah, for real.
Yeah, no, it's whatever you do, just make it happen. Doesn't matter what's going on. You got to do something. You fucking do it. That's it.
I mean, that's how you should be. Anyone should feel. If they're passionate about something, then fucking go for it, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I truly love is like the DIY spirit, and it's something I was exposed through punk, but it can permeate like any genre. I see it in rap, and it's like a lot of people get in like those cats, like maybe like some people are prima donnas, expect all the work to be done for them, but it's like, yo, I just love people who just find a way, like creative marketing, creative format, like whatever, creative merch, like do as much as you can yourself, like put so much of yourself into it, you know, like find a way, like don't depend on an app to fucking do your job for you. Go staple up all around your town and get like local love, you know. But it's a
old school shit.
Time tested though, for sure.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, can I flex this puppy real quick? Sorry.
Absolutely. Bring her.
This is
oh my god.
Yeah. She's a miniature Australian Shepherd. She's 2.5, but she looks like a puppy forever.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
She's
I have a Chiweenie.
Oh, nice.
I have his name's Ozzy. He's a Heart Lab German Shepherd and Pit. And he's got like this fucking gnarly brindle pattern.
Yeah, that's cool. Yo, brief departure from music real quick. There was a couple the stickers weren't working on my story, but somebody asked, it was a wild card question. I'm a little fat kid at heart, so it resonated with me. Pizza or candy? What's like your favorite like man-child like treat? Or no, sorry, pizza or soda. Sorry, pizza or soda. My bad. Pizza or soda.
Pizza, straight up.
Oh, candy or soda. Sorry, candy or soda. I don't know why it's on my mind, bro. Sorry, pizza or candy or soda?
Candy.
It's chocolate candy?
Any kind of candy, bro. You name it, yeah.
Any candy, then probably candy.
Candy.
Yeah,
I think it's candy.
Soda? Is it wild that I go soda? I don't know.
Well, I mean,
too. But I
Like
think
my parents didn't really let us drink soda. We were allowed to, but it had to be like Sprite or orange soda or like strawberry root beer, something uncaffeinated. So
yeah,
like it's not like we were like not allowed to have soda, but we didn't get caffeine.
yeah,
So
okay,
it was like
it's,
candy.
yeah,
Candy was the one thing. Like if we went to the store, we were more likely to get a Sprite than we were to get candy. So it was like
okay,
candy was like the delicacy, you know?
yeah, the forbidden fruit, bro. Hell
Yeah.
yeah, you want?
Yeah.
That's cool. It's
Like
so fun.
Halloween comes and nobody's candy is safe. It don't matter if you got it yourself. It's everybody's.
Yeah.
It's great being grown, dude, and like we're going to Costco here in a little bit. It's a very stimulating Friday night evening. Straight up, we're hitting Costco, then we're
Yeah.
gonna go to that movie X. But I'm looking forward to that. You guys seen the trailer for that?
I've seen the trailer, but I haven't been out to the movies yet since the fucking pandemic.
I haven't seen that.
COVID fucking everything up. Yeah, we've actually, surprisingly enough, we've kind of like straight up mask mandates lifted, and I live in California, so we're like kind of in the most strict. So
Yeah.
it's kind of refreshing, man. I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of a trip that almost feels weird for the first couple weeks, you know, like going in places and seeing everybody's like mouths and shit.
Yeah.
It's been nice.
You start remembering not everybody looks the same anymore because they have the
No,
mask
yeah.
on.
Yeah, it's been cool. Yeah, but
Yo, I did see. Speaking of personal in the account, I did see you guys did just add a new addition to the house. Didn't you just get a new car or something? You got a new whip, don't you?
Jada's car, like, kind of her engine just took a shit like on us, so like it was just knocking like crazy. Rest in peace. So I was like coming up. I was locally. I travel for work all the time. Luckily I was local, and I get a call. It's like the lights are flashing. It's like dying at light. You know, the indicator lights are flashing. It's stalling out. She didn't tell me it was like knocking like crazy. So I'm like, oh, it might just be an alternator or a battery or something, like some charging system shit. Something simple. I get there and it's just like knocking like crazy, dude. The loudest. I'm like, this shit is like recipe. We got to get it towed. Fucking scrap it. You know what I mean? We got to get a new car. But
Yep.
we were kind of planning on it, and it was like, we knew that thing was on its last leg. It was like every trip we were kind of like crossing our fingers, you know, because it was like pretty high mileage. But yeah, we got a little Subaru. It's cool. It was like kind of on some grown shit. It was our first time buying a car off the lot, so that was a kind of cool experience and shit, you know.
Hell yeah, the old Slammeroo.
Yeah, it was funny. It was like her dad's like, "Did you negotiate?" He's like on the phone. He's like, "Did you negotiate?" And I'm like, "Oh, hold up, let me see." And like I was like, like asked something. The dude's like, "No negotiations." I'm like, "Yeah, no negotiation." Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know. I don't know what angle to go at. You know, like, so you say 25. How about 19? You know, I don't know what to do. You know? I'm just like, hey, are there negotiations? Dude's like, no. I'm like, yeah, no negotiation.
Oh my god! Well, fuck, man! Congratulations on that, though. That's always
awesome.
always cool getting a new whip.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like a lot of exciting shit. It's just like trying to fucking, not saying like you can't be in underground music, but like notoriously a lot of us have probably had homies who just like are kind of like just like a straight up man child, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's cool when you have cats who are like take care of their business, have this family life, and like can also have this love and passion for like underground music and shit, you know. So it's cool.
Right.
I'm like trying to fucking juggle like keeping the label, planning this wedding, all this shit, but it's like, I don't know, it makes it all that much rewarding, like, because it's like it's so hard fucking finding the time for everything. So I appreciate everything hella more, you know, like when I get around to like
Oh yeah.
fucking doing the label shit, you know. It's like it's a little
Yeah.
more, you know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I feel it straight up. Like there ain't enough time in the day for anything anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Adulting takes up 99.9% of the time.
Laundry, bro. It's endless laundry. When you have like it is always like clowning how many band shirts I have, and I'm like constantly trying to pack some away. I got I have like so much laundry. It's like, fuck, my life.
It's like I feel like almost every metalhead has the same closet. There's like 150 shirts, like 50 long sleeves, like 30 hoodies, and like 2 pairs of pants.
Yeah, I got
literally my fucking closet.
yeah. I got like a couple pair of pants. All like 93% of my shirts are black, and then there's like a random like olive green, a gray, and one white one or something.
Yeah,
all black. Yeah.
I actually did move up I moved up in the world a little bit the other day. I bought my third and fourth pair of pants, so now I'm up to 4 total.
You dog, nice. That's what's up.
That's good shit.
Hell yeah, that's new.
Yeah. Real quick, I just want to double back around because I think we segued out of it, but I did want to shout out some shit. I actually was making a post. I do like to just like do like a little like heavy rotation post what I'm listening to and post that up on the page. But I have works I put all of them together. But I've been listening to a couple things I've been listening to. That Cosmic Putrefaction, that single that came out recently. That band's very sick. And I think that's a one-man project as well. Do you fuck around with them at all?
I haven't heard them.
Dude, I'm gonna link you up. It's kind of on this more, and I use this term a little loosely because I typically don't like black and death metal, but it's kind of on some like kind of dissonant black and death metal, kind of big brain shit a little bit, you know?
Okay.
Very cool project. Yeah, they just released a new single. I've been stuck on that. That Volcano EP.
That Volcano EP is so fucking good.
Fucking nuts, dude.
Oh my god! You know what's funny? Is I was literally just about to put on my wild card, and it was gonna be that. Like I just played through all my tapes, and I was like, I'm gonna bust out this Volcano right now.
For real, like I said it before, that like Sanguisugabog plus like Fix My Face Records, everything that they're involved in, everything is top notch.
Top tier shit for sure.
Cody doesn't miss at all. Cody does not miss. Like, and I don't. Seds in that band shouts out for sure. But that Volcano EP is absolutely wild, and I love it because it's like Cody's acting as like a bridge between like hardcore and death metal. Like it's kind of like it's packaged almost as like more like death metal art and aesthetic, but it's like straight up like beatdown style. You know what I mean? Like old like style beat. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. So it's really cool. It's like you kind of need like, for lack of better words, I feel like that fool Cody's kind of like an ambassador. He's in one of like the biggest modern death metal bands. Volcanoes blowing. It's kind of cool, you know. You can kind of like bridge the realms a little bit, you know.
Oh yeah,
that really is exactly what he's doing. Like, and think about it, Putrid Stew as well. That's more in the grindcore vein. Like, he's doing it, man. He's out here doing it, and he's like putting out shit for everybody, really.
Murderman and Dyskinesia both like pretty brutal. Flaming. Oh my god!
It's like that dude covers every genre. Real quick, I want to shout out Team Sesh, Dear God, incredible producer. Team Sesh is one of our biggest influences. Bones, the whole crew. That's awesome. Yo, shouts out. I'm glad. Yeah, I shared that Volcano EP we were talking about. He's a hardcore dude, and I'm kind of just getting into it. He shared some shit for me to check out. I put him on that Volcano. It like leaves you wanting more, but that's good. It's short and sweet. I listened to like that fucking EP like 4 times before like 9 a.m. this morning. I was like driving to get breakfast. Like
you're talking Bones. Bones is on the new vein.
Oh yeah, shouts out. That was like a really cool fucking feature.
Yeah, that was a cool ass feature.
I want to see that more. I know it's like really cool. I see like hardcore bands, especially hardcore. Like metal hasn't really like caught on so much, like going out with rappers. But I see a lot of hardcore bands collaborating on tours or shows with rappers, and like that's just fucking cool, straight up.
Yeah, like honestly, I really dig the split ideas. I always dig the split tapes, and I feel like. I know Seven's in here, so I'm not just fanboying, but straight up, a snuffed on sight Volcano split. Like even if you had like they Snuff does a song or two and Volcano does a song or two, or even you put both bands together on one side, and it's just an all-out collab. You know what I mean? That'd be like bridging the entire gap.
That'd be fucking nuts. Somebody did well. Logan, do you fuck around with like Tsunami at all? You like Tsunami? Yeah,
oh my god.
Volcano, the natural disaster split, straight up. Yo, yeah, the Kill Without Consequence Volcano? Hell yeah.
Yes.
That'd be like some very ignorant, goonish shit. Straight goonish.
The natural disaster split. I like that.
Tsunami has been one of the biggest things. Tsunami has been like one of the biggest things pulling me through this fucking pandemic, through my fucking life the past like year and a half. I cannot get enough of that shit.
Tsunami?
Oh my god. Tsunami, yeah.
Dude, that band gets so much hate like by death metal kids, and I'm like, And they're like, oh, I hate that tough guy shit. It's like, it's comical, bro. They're saying, I'm gonna turn off your nightlight. It's like,
Yeah, turn off your nightlight.
It's so cool. It's awesome. You know, like, don't take it seriously. You're gonna get in your feelings. You know.
Yeah, no.
Like, yeah.
I heard Weak Guy first, and I listened to that shit 30 times back to back. I literally just every time like run them fucking pockets. I'm like, stop.
Hell yeah. Dude,
actually. The other one I just discovered too recently is Out of Pocket.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
Like, I think they're like a local Bay Area band, and they were like very influenced like by Tsunami. They're like from the school of Tsunami. And it's funny, I was just talking to Cam from Disfiguring the Goddess. That kind of took a little hiatus from music, and he's back. And we were texting yesterday, and I sent him Volcano. And he was like, yo, this is crazy. This is like Cam drums with slam guitar tones, but like hardcore vocals. And I'm like, that's kind of the new wave now, because Tsunami is like this really down to, it's just straight up slam, out snare, but more traditional like beat down or like hardcore vocals. And it's like, I love that, like, you know, brand of hardcore right now. It's fucking fun.
Speaking of Disfiguring the Goddess, I listened to them back in the day. I didn't realize it was a one-man project.
Oh yeah, that's just Cam.
I heard fucking Soothe. That was insane. I fucking love the atmospheric shit in addition to all that. Oh my god. It's so good.
Oh yeah, Jesus Wept is fucking awesome. That the psychedelic degeneracy, somebody just shouted out Jesus Wept in here. That shit is really good. I like that a lot.
I don't think I've checked it out yet.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good shit. It's just like super riffs. It's almost like a death. I don't know. I think so, I heard something described as like death metal with like almost like some like almost like hair metal or kind of rock star aspects. It's just like hella heavy, kind of like headbanging. It's
got that like it's got that old school rock and roll like groove to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like straight up rockers, you know, like LA rockers playing fucking, you know, like kind of like
playing straight up ignorant shit.
Yeah, but my bad. Right before that, Disfiguring the Goddess. Yeah. So Soothe was like so incredible, dude. I didn't even listen to like. I didn't know. I just ignorantly reached out. I saw Finn McKenty shared Soothe, and I love the album art. I was like, this shit's sick. So I checked it out. Like, this blows my mind. It's like weird mechanical sounding slam with like ambient aspects. So I just like kind of like hella naively reached out to the Instagram, just like, yo, you want to put out a tape? Not knowing like dude had like a crazy musical career behind him. He had taken a long hiatus and came back almost, you know, like 6-7 years later. Dude was so nice, like loved the label. We put that tape out together, did those shirts, like, and dude's DJing he's DJing my wedding. He's like a great.
That's awesome.
He's a very very like kind of eclectic, like very just interesting personality. He's fucking such a cool kid. One of the
Hell yeah,
for sure.
That is rad.
Yeah, shouts out. But no, that's really a testament. Like doing this label shit, it's fucking fun, man. You meet like most of the bands that we work with. It's like we become like obviously some we hit it off more than others, but like Seven's one of my best friends. Like Isaac, you're a fucking cool ass cat. I'm loving that we're having the opportunity to talk. Like you build these relationships, and it's fucking it's awesome, you know?
Yeah, for real, straight up. It kind of created this little like death metal tree for everybody to just find a branch, chill on, and like hang out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's cool. It's like
so. I mean, there's like, especially like we said earlier, nowadays there's something for everybody. And like if we're all vibing on something, you know, it don't matter if we don't listen to the same thing all the time, but if we vibe on something, like we vibe on something. And it's just cool to kind of create that little like almost like family-like environment in a genre where everything is so spread out, but there's a lot of people out there. And now is the time where it's like really been realized how many people are really out there that are like into the same shit, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's so many. And just when I feel like, oh yeah, we probably a lot of the kids who are into this kind of music already know about us. Some fuckers like in our backyard in Northern California will start following us, like place the first order. I'm like, oh shit. I thought like, you know what I mean? There's like, it's a really big and a really small community at the same time, you know? But one thing I take, we kind of were like grounded or like kind of like came up more within like the old school death metal revival, like our early releases were more like that style. But I think it's cool, man. It's like I made some relationship early on with like cats from like Warflurch and some of these other labels that are more strictly death metal. And even though we're like the fucking weird, like estranged slam cousin, like they still fuck with us because it's like, you know what I mean? They just like us. They might not be into slam or whatever we're doing, but it's like, dude, you don't gotta like everything, but we can all get along. It doesn't need to be these divided camps. Like
Exactly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like whatever. It's all like you said, the different branches from the same tree kind of thing. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Same tree. We all just sitting on different branches sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Different strokes for different folks, you know?
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day, we all like kind of the same shit, though.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Right up. Yo, I'm sorry to cut it short, y'all, but Costco calls. I gotta fucking make the Costco run with Jada. I gotta get the evening started. We're about to go see that damn movie. But yo, it was great talking to y'all straight up. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, thank you. This was a blast.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Logan, for hosting this.
Yeah, definitely. I got to get going too, but it's always a pleasure, Mike. Fucking, it was great to have you on, Isaac.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love doing this shit, man.
We do have these quartering CDs available. It's just a pretty cool little gatefold wallet. Turned out super clean with it. Super fresh. Awesome. I mean, super reasonably priced. $5 for these bad boys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's watch the CD because, yo, we killed it with this layout. Shouts out Isaac for the layout. So, yeah, go get CDs. Got my hand ready.
Also, I'm gonna be having T-shirts coming in by the April 3rd at the latest. I'm gonna drop the design probably a week before, as soon as I know it's shipping out to me. But there's T-shirts coming. Yeah, I'll have CDs on hand as well. But absolutely, shop from Barbaric Brutality. Get that shit from him.
Oh, get it from whoever, man, straight up. Buy it from Isaac. Get that boy some bread. And I will, as soon as the shirts come out, I will hype the fuck out of it on our page for sure. Straight up.
Oh, yeah. Don't be a fool to the game. Get in with quartering and Barbaric Brutality.
There you go. On God.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hey, peace out, y'all. It's great talking to you.
Hell yeah. Big ups, homie.
Yeah. Thank you so much.